All right. Hopefully my microphone is working using the lapel mic. And let me get everything finished getting set up. I was a little slow here. A little slow. Looks like we're working. Just wanted to get this incense bowl finished. And get to working on something else. There we go. Get that shut. Get this put on there. It's on there crooked. Damn it. Oh, hope the mic's working. Get on there nice and tight so it don't fly off on me. Okay. This is a bit of spalted maple. And I really need an incense bowl. Crank down on there. You can tell I haven't used this thing in forever. Actually, I've only used it a few times. So if I do anything incredibly stupid, I'm sorry. All right, let's see how that looks. Well, nothing's flown and hit me in the face. So that is good. And let's just start cleaning this up a little bit. Need some music or something. Let's see, is that a decent view? Is the camera in a good place or a decent place? A little closer there. Kind of wanting this to be kind of like I guess like a Southeast Asian style. I know theirs are usually kind of flat and shallow, so it won't quite be like that, but I just need something because I love burning stick incense upstairs in my room, and I just wanted something back in the background. It looks better than the flower pot that I've got. Got them burning in now. Let's see what we're looking like. It's a real pretty piece of wood. Man, I messed that up, didn't I? Holy cow. I had to clean that up. What would I clean that up with? Chisel? So much to learn. I know it looks a lot easier when you first start watching videos. I made like one bowl before and it was pretty bad. So I'm not expecting anything perfect here. But you learn a little bit each time. Okay, that looks a little better. Oh, see that? See, I still got some. Let me zoom in here. Still got some edges there. I want it a little rounder still, but it's getting pretty smooth. Little bit of rough spots there, and then I might start sanding it before too long. I'd worked on this a little bit already the other day, and let me zoom in. Okay, but I didn't get too far. And one second, let me get a drink of coffee. Don't want to set my coffee too close and get sawdust all in it. A little late in the day for coffee, but I've got the worst sleeping habits in the world, so it'll be okay. Try to smooth this up a little bit. I think I'm going. It's mostly what it's like this before I cut out the side of the bowl. So I have to change chucks and turn it around. Change that bottom profile just a little bit. Oh, shit. Smooth that out. I know I already messed that up. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, let me turn on some dust collection. I apologize for the noise on that, but I've got to set up a. Oh, I dropped my lip. No, I didn't. I've got to figure out some better system of dust collection because I don't have anything that holds it well. Actually, I don't even have a good system at all. That ain't gonna work. See if this will work. Not enough reach. Well, obviously, this isn't good. Well, we'll put it down here. It'll be better than nothing, maybe. Actually, it ain't. Just going to be dusty in here for a minute. I'll sort that out tomorrow. All right. Tell you what, I'm at least going to put on a mask. Let me get a mask real quick. So if my voice sounds a little muffled or a little worse than it already does, that's what's going on. So I've got a mask on. Get my COVID mask up. I kind of miss wearing these sometimes. They were nice because you didn't have to talk to people as much, strangers. You could just always point to the mask. Yeah. See what we're looking like. Take my glasses off, they're fogging up. Okay, almost there. Not going to go too fine yet. Just seeing what we're going to look like. Need to get a screw chuck. I know that's one of the things I really need to get. I watch Richard Raffin sometimes. And screw chuck looks like it'd come in real handy. If you comment and just, I don't see the comments at the end when I would go back and watch the VOD to see how well my lapel mic worked and how stupid everything else looked. So I'll see them then. So I'd definitely be able to answer any questions or comments or complaints that you might have at that point. But can't really see them right now live because I don't want to bring a computer in here and get it all dusty. Actually, the dust from this piece of wood isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's bad, but all right. I actually think I'm just going to sand it a little bit more. Go a little bit finer grit. See, that was 100. We don't want to go all the way to 600 yet. Try 150, 180. Saying it was from 180. Yeah, this is a little bit worse. I'm glad I put the mask on. Last time I did this, I didn't have any mask on or anything. And I was actually pretty messed up for a couple of days as far as respiratory wise. So whenever you sand, it's always good. I suppose that's just common sense. Need to get some type of music in here. But then you got the problem with copyrights if you're filming. But I do enjoy the sound of the lathe. It's got a really actually quite a relaxing sound. All right, that's as much as I'm going to sand it right now, I think. We're going to change chucks and then start hollowing out the bowl. See, that's a beautiful piece of wood. But I'll hollow it out in here. Need to get a chuck that can grip it back here. Need to get some spare chucks so I can just switch them in and out without having to change the plates. But unfortunately, we've got to change the plates. So let me bring it over here. Take this mask off. Holy cow. I don't guess I missed those as much as I thought I did. All right, what we set up. Okay. Try to do this pretty quick. Doesn't really take that long, but when you're trying to film or do a stream, it's a little bit annoying. Like to have maybe about 3 chucks that you could leave, dedicated different size plates in them. Then you wouldn't have change nowhere near as often. So I guess I'm going to use a cold jaw set for when I hollow out this bowl. It says 3. That should grip it pretty good. I tested it out before the stream started, and it looked like it would be okay. Might not, but if not, then we'll get some bloopers. If so, then we'll be fine. Let's put that one in the wrong spot. A few more seconds. Gotta find some more screws. Or bolts, I guess they are. I guess most people use screws and bolts interchangeably. Almost finished. And that didn't take too long. I get it on there straight. No, it's going to be a nightmare. Sure everything's tight. All right, take y'all back over here. And I just saw that and realized that my arm was in the way for most of that. So that wasn't the greatest cinematography. that crank down on there. Good. Okay, we need to open it up a bit. Make sure you get a little closer in there. Just realized I need to get some better lighting overlay as well. Open that up. All right. Clamp it down pretty tight here. Hopefully that's good. If not, we'll find out pretty quick. All right, so which I guess we use bowl gouge to start with. Maybe turn it like that. Need to get a larger wrist too. This little one that came with this isn't too flexible. How's that look? Well, it hasn't flew off and hit me yet. Always a plus. Oh, shit. Thought I was holding it the wrong way, but obviously I wasn't. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them for me. I promise I'll see them later. Or leave them in the comments or the chat. Leave them in the comments if you're watching this after it's no longer live. And in the chat now. How well is that showing up? Well, that's not too bad. I know it was kind of dark for me, so I'm afraid it's horrible for the camera. Oh, shit. What the hell am I doing? That ain't good. Thing takes forever to slow down. Okay, I still have a long way to go, and it's in this edge. It's where I'm screwing up and catching. Let me clean that up with the chisel again. Or maybe use this. I don't know if we cleaned it up. All right, we'll go back to here. I need to get my angles right. I know there's some of you sitting there screaming at me right now. Any good advice is taken. Why does it keep doing that? Try it this angle. they're trying to go too fast. Oh, that's doing pretty good there. Oh, so much to learn. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a little better hang of it. Get some coffee while that's spinning down. Have a drink of it. Is it on that crooked? It looks like it's flush against it. Well, I thought I'd gone deeper than that. Might be a shallow bowl. Might end up being a pretty shallow bowl. I think I need to move my wrist a little bit. Okay, let's move that rest in a little bit and maybe turn it a little more. Get this thing tailstock out of the way further. Let's see. So I'm not quite in the way as much. There we go. Is the lapel mic still working? Actually slowly getting there. Probably painfully slow for people watching that know what they are doing. see what we look like. Man, that takes forever. I like the coal chuck for its versatility, but I don't know if I've ever even saw anybody in videos use it that much. I don't know if it's a good chuck or a bad chuck. Okay, the edges are getting thinner, starting to get a little deeper. Want to get the edges where it's not quite flared out as much. This is just going to be an incense holder, and it's just going to hold sand. I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm drill a hole in the middle of it to put the incense sticks in, or just hope that the sand's deep enough to hold them. I think I need the sand to be deeper than what it is now, though. So let's go. FedEx is here. Hopefully they're bringing me something good. If I haven't ordered anything. It's probably not for me. Should I leave a mound in the middle and have sand around it, and then screw a real tiny hole in there for the incense stick? Let me see how I think that would look. That might actually work pretty cool like that. But then somebody's going to say that I was just taking the easy way out instead of trying to get a flat bottom, which in a way I would be. I mean, it's actually starting, if I flatten all this out, to get about as deep as I think I'd want it to be. Let's flatten it out and see what we got. I tried to flatten it. Rest is moving on me. That can't be good. Let's see what we look like now. See what we look like now. see if I can get some better light. No, that's a little better. I actually think I like that because I don't want to go too deep. I mean, that's enough sand. The sand will cover here, so that's good inch and a half down in the middle of sand. I can put sand or rocks in. I don't know. Let me clean up the middle a little bit there. We'll start with some 100. Now, let me get my mask back on. Kind of need a better camera setup too. I think an overhead shot, like at an angle, would be better. Get that edge out. All right, let's go on up to 180 grit. Now the inside of it, since it's going to be covered with sand, I really don't care too much about the finish on it. Probably just going to put a little, I guess the way I'm finished the whole thing is just with a little oil and wax. Let's go. I think I'm going to go ahead and I don't know how smooth I want to sand it. So I'm not wanting it to be super smooth. I want it, to still have kind of a rustic feel to it. Because it's just going to sit in my office behind my computer. I actually think I like that. Go ahead and finish it. Get a rag. It looks like we'll be using an old sock today. Take off my dust mask so I can breathe and I don't sound like I'm talking in a chamber. I'm about out of finish. Slap some wax on there. I'll probably put this on there. I've got to take it out of the chuck to get it all the way on the bottom. That cold chucks. Get them on most of the sides, but This is just a mixture of, I think it's BLO and beeswax, either mineral oil or BLO. This doesn't need to be food safe, so it really doesn't matter, but get down most of the sides here without knocking my fingers. Getting it in my eye. All right, let's go ahead and let that spin down and take it off there and put it on the rest of the bottom. Take a sip of coffee here. Oh, actually, that looks good. Looking pretty good. Bring it over here. And let's finish up the bottom of it there. Then we'll let it sit overnight and probably come bring it back tomorrow and buff it. And maybe put another coat. See how it looks. That's a beautiful piece of wood, though. Very beautiful piece of wood. I know this video is real painful for some of you that know what you're doing to watch, but I'm learning. We've got us an incense bowl. And it'll serve its purpose, and I will learn a little bit more and do a little better next time. Let me know what you think in the chat. Or if you're watching the VOD and replay of this, let me know in the comments, please. But I'm just going to let that sit overnight and dry, and then we'll buff it tomorrow, see what we have. And with that, I want to thank everybody for coming in and watching. And let me know if you have any comments, questions, complaints, or suggestions. And take care and be safe wherever you are. Thank you and goodbye.